What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? It's been a long hiatus. We are back for the rest of the season. Welcome to At the Line. 4 weeks through the season, and we figured we got to bring the show back. We had some technical difficulties, corporate, things like that, holding us back. We decided we're going to go rogue and do it big. No, it wasn't corporate's fault. We were working on some internal issues with the show, contracts. Finally worked out your deal, Prince. It's a 1-year deal, with an option for next season. We're really, glad to have you back. We got Ant Brown with us today. One of the stars of the leagues. Big man. Kind of a little soft-spoken sometimes, but a lot to say. I don't know. I guess that sums up Ant pretty well. Let's get into Sandy Springs League. We started off the Sandy Springs. We have my team, the new team, late starters / Team Follies. Really Team Follies. We just didn't want to, completely crush the new guys, and we ought to give them their name too. But Team Follies playing Mumford Returns, playing BG. Brian Gates texted me, crying, whining, but you got to beat him. There's not much else to say about BG. He had a good game, though, BG. He had 21, most of the points, garbage time. Called me complaining about his stats. Only stat you should worry about is that L. That's the only thing that matters, but obviously not in his head yet. Chris Anderson, a beast as usual, 26 points. Still had to force great shots. David Graham really did play great defense on him. We forced him into tough shots. Team Follies, late starters, we're playing great basketball. 2 weeks, we made some changes from the first couple weeks, transferred some guys to some other teams, made some room for a couple guys late starters, and we're just playing great team basketball. 4 guys in double digits, moving the ball around, a lot of assists, fun team to be part of. What's your thoughts of the late starters, Team Follies, and what they've been doing so far, Prince?
As always, y'all been playing out of your mind. One of the things that I can really say is Andre Carter is the X factor for your team. He's playing very big basketball, get a lot of good rebounds, and he had 20 points last game, but he is definitely a difference factor for y'all. And you got to give it to Coach. Coach plays so hard. I mean, he creates havoc for anybody in the league, and he wants to guard the best player. He plays defense. He's a role player, sets picks. He does everything for you, so he's a good role player for y'all. I mean, y'all looking really strong. I mean, a 2-game winning streak. Y'all playing very, very good basketball. Y'all got rid of 2 other players that seemed like to be a nuisance on your team, and ever since then, y'all been playing good basketball, so I have to commend y'all for that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously David Graham, too, is a big-time player. There's rumors that y'all have been trying to steal David Graham over. Enough said. The league is investigating the tampering charges of a player under contract. So if that does come out, expect a fine, maybe a couple forfeits for enough said. We haven't made any decisions yet. We got a chance after that game to catch up with Chatham Cole, talk to him a little bit about how he feels his new squad is playing. What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? I'm here with Chatham Cole, Team Follies / late starters. We got a new squad out there. Good team chemistry. Just beat BG and Mumford Returns, knocked them off. Another big win for us, back-to-back weeks. How do you feel about that big-time victory? Those guys were 3-0, and now they get the first loss.
I feel good about it. It's good to get 2 wins in a row. Like I said, we kind of combine teams. A lot of times you can't get that chemistry going, but the last 2 times we proved that we had a lot of chemistry in the team, and we can beat the top teams here. So I'm feeling real good about it.
Yeah, last week BG was talking a little bit of junk, saying he's come out here and beat us up, and they was undefeated. What you feel about BG's game tonight and how you was able to shut him down? I know you blocked a couple of his jump shots, got him a little frustrated early, and kind of got him off his game until he got hot late, got some good bucks to try to get him back in the game, but obviously you took him out of his game.
I mean, like I said, he's a all-around scorer. He's got a nice shot. It's hard to tell whether or not he's about to pull up or drive to the rack, but I just try to keep him in front of me. Every time he took a shot, just try to put my hand in front of his face. And he got a little frustrated, and we just try to use that to our advantage.
All right, man, we two wins in a row. Enough said's playing behind us. They're champions. They knocked your Spartans off last season. I know you're
Don't want to talk about that.
Still very upset about that.
All respect to Enough Said. Obviously, they haven't been beaten in a long time, but I never think I'm going to lose, so we coming for them. We want to beat them. We got a really good squad together. We ready to go for them.
All right, you hear that? Enough said. Chatham's coming for y'all, man.
Let's go.
Yep, Chatham's a good dude. Ex-Spartan, now a Team Follies member, hopefully a Team Follies member for life. I'm going to get to the next game. Enough said, God Squad. So I'm going to bring it over to Ant real quick. Frankie, free Frankie, man, free Frankie. You know, Frankie got treated like Meek Mill. It's over for Frankie. There's no more words. He's out on Facebook, on social media inside in Cancun. He actually left the country. It was such a bad game for Frankie. He left the country. He was for $1 million. Y'all shut him down. Rumor has it that he wants back on the team, but it's just I don't think y'all should let him back. I mean, how do you feel about Frankie leaving the team? Is that exactly what you expected? I mean, God Squad competed, but obviously y'all look like the better team.
Well, we are the better team. I didn't expect Frankie to leave. We are trying to figure out a trade or how we can get him worked up under the salary cap to get him back. You know, he's crying, sending me messages all day talking about he wants to come back, and it's okay. He has learned his lesson, so hopefully he'll make better decisions in the future. But God Squad would never be able to compete with Enough Said.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go to Prince. Instead of going to Prince, I'm just going to go to the clips. We got to catch up with a couple of the guys last week. We're going to roll some of that, and then we're going to take you into the clips from this week. We caught Frankie after the game and some of his thoughts. God Squad supposedly might be breaking up. He said everybody's a free agent. So let's listen to Frankie and see what he had to say. I'm here with Buck Jenkins. What's going on? Ultimate Hoops Atlanta. Big game out of you. We're going to do this interview sitting down due to Buck's age just to help him. I'm worried about his knees.
Ankles, all that.
Buck, you the man out there, man. Hitting threes, knocking down shots. I know Enough Said. Glad to have you back. How's it feel to be back in the league? I know you've been gone for a little while.
Man, it feels good to be back, man. I mean, really, all I got to do is stand in the corner and hit open shots. These guys find me. I just shoot open shots. I just happen to make them the last couple of games.
But I know you got a pretty good background. Where'd you play growing up? I know you played in college. I know you was a pretty big-time player overseas. Tell me a little bit about your background, where you came from.
Yeah. I grew up in New Jersey, went to high school in New Jersey, went to college in New York at Columbia University, broke a few records there. After that, played overseas a little bit. I've been coaching ball ever since then.
Love it. Y'all won by 30. Y'all 3-0. Everybody's trying to knock off Enough Said. What's your message to the rest of the league?
Enough said. 3-0. I mean, we're not planning on losing, so somebody gonna have to come take it. And looking around the league, I really don't see anybody that's gonna come and take it. I don't see anybody built like that.
All right, man. Good game. Appreciate having you out here.
Appreciate you.
See you next week. Yes, what's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? Hey, we are Frankie, man. We're here with Frankie after the game, man. God Squad. It's a tough loss for y'all. What are your feelings right now? This is your old team. Enough Said. All week they've been saying free Frankie. They feel like they were coming for you. You guys didn't deliver. What's the deal?
What was my boy AI said? Practice? This is just practice. Let's wait for the playoffs. So they played good. We had a lot of turnovers, but we're one piece away from beating them by 15.
Now, hey, hold on. There's rumors that you're disappointed with God Squad. Kevin Willis not showing up. No one knows where he's at. Sam hasn't shown up yet. Hat's missing shots. DT's getting technicals. Are you going back to Enough Said next season? Is this it? One and done?
We might change our name to Free Agents 2.0 because everybody's a free agent right now. So we're going to have practice on Tuesday. I know Prince likes to, watch our film. And, he's kind of scout us. So Tuesday, 6, we got practice, Prince.
All right, you heard it here, man. Enough Said, 4-0. Looking good right now. God Squad, got a lot of work to do. All right, man. In the last game, technically the 0-4 known shooters, they got the 2 forfeits for missing the first game. Got blown out by Team Follies in the first week. Looked awful. Everyone thought that was just them not playing basketball together. They don't really utilize Ashley Ollinger the way they should. The guy is obviously an elite scorer, and sometimes Travis and all the other guys, Ty, everybody's trying to get their shots off. Second game comes along, and they're playing the free agents, Jay Rich and company. Okay, Jay Rich and company have not been playing very good basketball. Mike Turner, they got a good team, a good group of guys, but they went off. The free agents went off and just beat the brakes out of the known. The known shooters would be completely embarrassed. Ashley Ollinger thrown out of the game. His head wasn't there. Blaming Crystal Brown. Whining about the refs. He's too good of a player for that. They need him to be there. They need him to win. He's got to get over that. But let's talk about Chafin King. 10 for 17, 24 points. He gave a couple of these in Jay's eye. The known shooters don't play any defense. They play zero defense. Chin, talk to your team, man, because these guys don't play any defense. But Chafin King going off for 24. His girlfriend wasn't there. It was an amazing performance. We got to catch up with Chafin after the game, and along with the entire free agent teams. This is how they felt after getting their first win. What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? I'm here with the free agents. Finally, a win, man. Y'all been talking a lot, saying you needed to get the team chemistry right. Chafin, man, big game out of you. Your girl wasn't here. She didn't get to see it. She's at home right now. What do you got to say to your baby?
Love you. We won, so I get whatchamacallit tonight.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Thank God. I don't know what that is. We're not going to even ask because he's little, so I'm not sure. Hey, man, so here's the deal, man. Y'all got your first win. You got a couple tough games coming up. What's the deal from here on out? Is this the team we're going to see every night? Effort, defense, scoring, talking, hyped up, or are we going to see that weak team that got blown out by 30 all the time?
No, I think we're finally putting things together. We're playing more as a team, playing together defensively. We're talking more on defense, and I think we're going to change things up a little bit, and we're going to come out firing.
All right, man, you heard it here. Free agents knocking off known shooters. Known shooters lost 2 games in a row now. I don't know, man. A lot of controversy going on over there. We'll just have to see what they have next week. Man, yeah, Chafin had a great game. It was awesome to see that. I love to see free agent team, play that type of way, finally get in the groove, get their first win. But I'm going to go to Prince on something real quick. Mike Griff, Mr. Mike Griff, ex-team Follies, left our team, wasn't getting enough shots. Didn't feel like he was in the rhythm with us. 1 for 10 last game, 1 for 7 the game before, not even to count the first 2 games. So right now you're just 2 for 17. Is he ever going to find his touch back? I feel like right now he's just laying at home, curled up in his bed, holding the picture of Barlow, and the tears just falling out of his eyes. So is Mike Griff going to get his shot back, man? How do you feel about that?
Mike Griff, I'm going to call you out, man. You're on suicide watch, man. Like, you are 2 for 50. You haven't hit a 3-point shot in, it seems like, 3 weeks. I'm calling you out. Get in the gym, work on your game. You are a shooter. You knocked down a 3-point shot, but right now you are definitely in a slump. I don't know what to say. I don't know, is it mental or is it just that, you left Team Follies to go to no shooters and you still getting the same production. I'm calling you out. Step it up next game, and you will be in the next article. So let's bring it.
And obviously, he's probably hit as many 3-pointers this season as you've hit. How do you feel about Mike? I mean, obviously he's a great shooter. He just can't find a touch right now. You got any advice for him, being one of the best shooters in the league / big man?
At this point, great is a stretch. You just got to get in the gym, man. Get shots up, man. That's all I can say for him, man. Get in the gym, man, because we know you can shoot, but stats say another story right now. So get in the gym, bro.
Barlow, if you're watching, give your man a call. He's just lost right now. He just misses you. All right, man. We're gonna go over to Woodstock. Just finished up here at Woodstock. First game, my team. No more losses. As usual, no more losses. Another victory for us, 4-0. Another great performance by me. Another poor performance by William Bristow. All I have to say about that game, we will get to the next game. Second game. Yes. Just so you know, Will, we're just skipping right over you. Right over you, Will. Second game, man. What a game. What a game. What a game. Back and forth battle. Caleb Hayes. We're going to roll the footage right here before we can talk about it. Caleb Hayes comes over to the sideline, says a couple words to me, and then you can see the rest.
What'd you say?
If they miss any free throws, they'll make the game win.
What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? We're here with Caleb Hayes. Caleb, man, I'm sitting over there at the scorer's table. They're at the free throw line. Y'all just you know, y'all wasn't in that game. Y'all just about to come back. You walk over to me and say what? I think we got the footage. We're actually just going to roll the footage right here. Amazing, man. You come up to me, tell me I'm going to hit this shot. You know, if they miss the free throw, they miss the free throw. You get the ball. Tell me, you know, guide me through this right now.
I just got a lot of confidence in my game. I know I can score the ball at any time. And like I told you, I know if they miss any shots, I'll hit the game winner.
All right, man. So you've come out here. This is your second week now. 2 big-time performances. You're trying to make a name for yourself in the league. Obviously, you know, set a statement. What do you think's gonna, you know, put your team ahead? Y'all struggling a little bit. You're up and down. You think you guys got a chance? You guys think, you know, put it together and figure out how to win some more games?
Yeah, I think we do. If we do better rebounding, I think we'll be a lot better team if we do a lot better rebounding. We get up and down the court pretty well, so we'll do pretty well if we rebound.
All right, man. Vincent, last play, you know, after you hit your shot, 4 seconds left, he's coming down. He says you fouled him. Did you foul him?
Hand straight up.
All right, we'll have to watch the tape, man. Appreciate you. Glad to have you out, man. Unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. Caleb Hayes, another amazing performance again, another 20-plus point performance, 2 games in the books. The guy probably has a talent level to come over and be a very competitive player in the Tuesday Night League, so hopefully we'll see him join another league. What do you think about that, man? You know, Caleb pretty much looks like to be one of the best players in this league. You think Caleb is going to you know, make that team competitive, or is he just going to be a one-man show there and get some stats?
I got to give it to you, Caleb Hayes. Way to play. He's got probably one of the quickest first steps in the game. I mean, he could get to the rim anytime he wants. He could blow by anybody, and he has a really good three-point shot. I got to give it to you. Hands down, great game this game. This is your second game in the league. Did some research on you. I know you went to Life University, just graduated. You're doing your thing. Very well-played game. Continue to play. But you're playing against our B League right now, so if you could bring it, come to the big boy league in Sandy Springs.
Hey, all I have to say is somebody stop Caleb Hayes right now. Now, on the other hand, there's Ty. Somebody has stopped Ty today. Ty 0 for 12. I got a little interview with Ty on Tuesday. I'm going to play the interview with Ty, then we're going to talk about Ty's performance and some of his teams. As Ant just as mentioned, yes, you did not make a shot tonight, Ty. Ty's a tough player, man. When he gets going, he gets going. So couldn't find his rhythm. I think he had a little hangover from Tuesday. Yeah, that was not looking good. Ant, you did the scoring for Ty. I just saw the frustration because you just want him to get one. His team won. That's all that matters. Got the W. So this is a BG lesson. BG is you get the W. It doesn't matter if you shoot over 12. And what you got to say about Ty's performance? Obviously, we know Ty's a good player. You know, a great guard. We just, you know, what do you think about his performance tonight? Was it off? What was wrong? You was watching the whole game.
He just seemed he seemed to be off. Hangover from yesterday, really. Just didn't have it tonight. You know, he just didn't seem, you know, into the game. But luckily, you know, Caleb Hayes, you know, brought him through. But he just really seemed out of it, man. There was nothing else to be said. I mean, he just wasn't hitting anything. I was praying he'd make a layup tonight. It just wasn't. Nothing would fall for him at all.
Knock some shots down next week, Ty. It's always another week. That's why we got Ultimate Hoops every week, new day. Last game of the night, Prince's, whatever they call their team, Detroit versus everybody. Okay. Came out with a victory. We got to catch up with Garrett Hartman after the game, talk a little about his new role. You know, what's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta, 76-70. You guys knocked off the undefeated Killer Bees. You guys are one loss on the season to probably the best team in the league. You know, some of the most talented guys on that other team that y'all lost to. How you feel about this big win tonight? You guys fought hard. It was a back-and-forth game. You know, obviously you played hard, as you can see by the war wounds on your jersey right now. How do you feel about your performance?
Actually, best performance I had in a long time. Stretched out a little bit, but really got contributions from everyone on the team, and that's really what helped us, and also the double team up front to take it out of the point guard's hands.
Now, obviously, you guys have a changed team. You know, we obviously used to play together. We had a different look. Your role now is to step up more and be a scorer. How you feel in that role? You're obviously getting more shots up, more minutes. You know, much larger role in this team. You feel comfortable with that job?
Yeah, back in the day, I actually could score a little bit, so it comes back. I usually have 1 or 2 games where I can bring it back, but the key throw it through Prince, throw it through Doug, and then go from there.
All right, man. That last play, very controversial. We're going to watch the footage here. Looks like a pump fake at the free throw line, and everyone went in, called double lane violation, jump ball. Y'all got the ball back, sealed the deal. That could have changed a lot of things. What happened? You think it was the right call?
A long time ago, my coach said it's only a foul. If the guy calls a foul, it's only a violation. If the ref calls a violation.
All right, you heard it here. The controversy in the air, but we got the winners here. All right, we'll see y'all next week. A little bit extra role that he has for you guys, obviously being more in the scoring role, playing a lot more minutes. Garrett's a great guy, man. Love to see a guy like Garrett get involved in Ultimate Hoops. He's always out here, always playing. You know, Garrett's 41, but he doesn't play like that. So we like to get the older guys out there still hooping, and Garrett's one of those guys. Never retire. That's what it is, right, Prince? That's correct. We're gonna watch this very controversial pump fake that kind of ended the game. Charles Dunn with the call here. Let's watch this, and then I'm gonna get your viewpoint on that. All right, Prince, you're in the game right there. If it's not your team, what happened? Lane violation?
Definitely a lane violation.
Lane violation?
Definitely a lane violation.
All right, we're going to have to send the tape up to the league office, and I don't know, obviously, to look into Charles Dunn, see if he's on payroll for anybody. Tough call. That's part of the game, but not the reason they lost. But, Justin Rhodes, that's the definition of a choke job right there. Okay, whatever you just did is embarrassing, and you're lucky he bailed you out. I'm going to get great league, great week 4. We're halfway through the season. I was going to do some week 4 awards. We're going to save that for next week. Right now I'm probably the MVP in both leagues, so we're just going to let some more things flow and figure it out. I'm going to go right now to hats off with Prince. I want your hats off, across both leagues. Who is the guy halfway through the season, maybe not the best player, maybe not the most highest scorer, who's the guy who you're most surprised by across all the leagues? Who's getting your halfway through the season biggest surprise? Hats off.
I'm going to go with free agents. They first got their first win, but we're not going to go for the whole team. But King, I give you a hats off. You played a really good game last week with 24 points. Very quick, explosive off the first step. Pulled up from 3. I mean, you was giving Jay Gooden some work, so you definitely getting hats off for that. Number 2, for Woodstock, I got to give definitely hats off to Doug Rose. Doug Rose is playing big man basketball, asking for screens, pulling up on a mid-range jump shot. As you can see, the scouting report that I did on one of the reports, Doug goes left, he's pulling up, he goes right, he's going to the basket. And even though everybody knows the scouting report on Doug Rose, he's still killing it. He's playing monster right now. And as always, playing out of his mind. So Doug Rose for Woodstock and King for Sandy Springs as right now for my weeks of hats off.
All right, I love it. Jathan King, big-time performance, getting a lot of respect this week. Hopefully you can keep it up, and keep that high level of respect. Before we go, I got Ant Brown here. Always fun to talk to. I'm going to put you on the hot seat. Couple quick questions. First thing that comes to your mind. How angry is your girl right now that you're still here?
She is livid.
That's question number 1. Question number 2, if you could play with any one player in the league that's not currently on your team, who do you want?
I have to go David Vada.
Agreed. All right. Third question here, really important. How old are you actually? You look about 50. How old are you?
I am officially age 25.
Jeez, man. Some people don't age well. Some people just don't age well. I'm going to put you on the last question here, okay? You're on an island right now. You can bring 2 other people with you from our league. People you just want to hang out with, be the most fun people to just make your last couple days dying on this island fun. Who is the couple people that, 2 people that you absolutely want with you, and then who are the 2 people that you would rather jump out the plane and die?
All right, 2 people I absolutely have to have. My main man, Prince. Second one, got to go with Chad Cribbs, man. Got to go with my boys, man. And if I had to pick a third, Marcus Brown. 2 guys I got to jump out the plane on. David Vada. Second one, Sheesh. Second one, I don't know, man.
All of God Squad?
Pretty much, yeah. Got to go God.
God Squad and Hat and DT. He's out. Before I let you go on that one, Chad Cribbs was not the last person who won on the island. He got a paper cut and missed a week. So I don't know what you're going to – I don't know how you're going to survive on his paper cuts. I mean, he might get sunburned, just lay there and die. So, I mean, he's good choice. Might be fun to hang out with, but you only get about 3 minutes with him before he shrivels up and dies. That's it for the week, man. At the line, glad to have you back summer season. Don't forget, we're halfway through. Sign-ups for fall season starting next week, I think, in a week or two. So October will be the fall season. Look for that. Get your team signed up now. League is growing. Lots of new looks. I got lots of people signing up. You don't want to be on a free agent team. It's time for you to start working on getting your squad together. We'll see y'all next week. We appreciate it. We love y'all. And, we'll appreciate everything y'all do for the league. And Prince, we're out.